Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to pass. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. He's open on the right. Jumped on top of the pile. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up.
There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Demon Deacons offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
They'll line up for a second down play. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch, it's Barnes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Claiborne. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hernandez. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Claiborne. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To the air on first down. Quick spin on the run. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's King. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
With the catch, it's Brown.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now.
Always got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's King.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field, turning it on. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Across the 35. Oh, he found a space, all right. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, what a move to get open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To throw on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On the run, still looking. Spins away from the defense. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the comeback is on. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets the first himself. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. That's caught. It's Brown. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go with a direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force a pass, and he's got to make a play. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it.